Okay, everybody, we're going to move on to our channel, The Inner Zen. But first, I want to finish scene 12. Stage your presentation with props. Demonstrates played a very important supporting role, meaning items like this in my content has played a role as characters. You like fancy diamonds and fancy clothes and fancy homes and trips and holding hands, and that's your props. The holding of hands are the holy shit moments. From the earliest presentation, Jobs had flair for the dramatic. And that's the kiss at VCon 2022, you sick fuck. See, the difference between what I produce and what he produced is he produced pain upon me, which then set you all on a trajectory of a dead life. And she just went, oh well. And literally in the video at the end of VCon, he's talking about brick by brick and all that shit. And then he holds the bitch hand and holds her hand in a brown outfit. And then they climb on the elevator and leave VCon together. And that's his existence. That's the trajectory of the story that he's playing in his reality TV star. You're going to tell me that that's appropriate to tell people you're living a real life, but it's actually a reality television show. Think about that in reality, folks. That's fucking illegal. Sorry that you can't wrap your fucking head around the fact of what I just said. He's telling you that he's living a real life. Yet, they're all lying about everything they're up to and everything they're doing, like it's a reality TV show. Still not sure if you're grasping, but that's on your fucking lazy loser fucking asses, because you're probably doing it too. Just for when you thought you had seen it all. Never fails, does it, Gary V? Big titty bitch that you hug while she tries to get your dick hard. And then the man sitting next to her doesn't even act like anything happened. And then she goes on live and then she violates the audience. And then that's the norm of the way the world's supposed to work. There's no professionalism of anyone on the internet or of influence, including you, Mark Zuckerberg, because professional people hold their staff and the internet responsible for bad behavior. And it's not with community guidelines, you dumb fuck. It's me making these fucking videos. Yeah, you tell me when my shit's gonna go viral, to where my shit goes viral, to where I get fucking paid. Where's my fucking money? Go make a fucking another trending video, you dumb bitches. And you keep your fucking hands off my kid. That's Addie McCracken cracking on my kid. Just when you thought you had seen it all, I cannot believe you just did that to him. Mommy's got to tell Rustin, I'm very proud of you. Good job, honey. See, he went, where's my money? That's my boy. That's a real family. Anyway, the one thing I know in my life is why my life is so good that nobody will ever be able to take away from me is my family. My kids, they're so hilarious. I love them so much. Okay, anyway. Channel their inner zen. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Yeah, this is simplistic. You think looking at Mona Van's blank ass fucking house is simple? That's literally a fucking calculus problem. How fucking stupid are you? This shit's simple. Let's just have a fucking a conversation. Steve Jobs. Hey, Steve. What you been up to, Steve Jobs? Oh, I guess I'm not supposed to tell you. He's pretty fucking pissed. Bullet. 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 All right, Steve. he said no more pencils. Not really sure how many more events you're going to need to perform in. It's fucking pathetic. Well, I just got one more thing that I want to show everybody. It's the same thing you did last time. Assange. Empirical evidence. What evidence? Studies based on hard data, not opinions, prove that keeping your slides simple and free of extraneous information is the best way to engage your audience. Educational psychology of the University of California. Multimedia learning. His theories are based on solid empirical studies published in peer-reviewed journals in a study titled A Cognitive Theory of Multimedia Learning. You all live in cognitive dissonance. It's so fucking disgusting. It's fucking gross. I got that from the old Speaker of the House, which I can't remember your name right now. Go look up cognitive dissonance, and that's at the entire globe at this point, which would be called the New World Order. So that's what I told you, the trajectory of the end of the world. And that's because you're all worshiping the devil, not God, because God would not have people go to church. Like, God doesn't the people who support real God, like God, don't behave like Mona Van behaves. People who support God, that we know the old God, in the way that I used to know God and know God, would not behave the way that you all behave. Or think the way that you behave. Or think the way you think, or do what you do, would they? So that's not God that you're talking to. And those feelings that are coming up are not from God. They're from the devil. The devil wants you to have a provocative platform. The devil is everything that Mona Van produces as content. God does not want that bitch in the world. But the devil will say, yeah, I do. And then she'll use it for her ego, to fuel her ego, to produce a leggings photo where she holds a dog and then says, and then she thinks that's good intention. But the intention is to abuse people, but she doesn't understand. She's in cognitive dissonance. Gary V, are you in cognitive dissonance when you're standing in front of my fucking face and you say, what's your name? Anyway, Mayer outlined fundamental principles of, none of you are intelligent enough to be doing any of this. All of it is you're failing in health, you're failing in your mental status, you're failing in everything. Your life is crumbling right before your eyes, cookie crumble. That's why Crumble, I did the Crumble video first, and then you all copied it, and I made $0. So that's fucking illegal. Everything Gary Vee has said is to push me to produce content so that all your bitch asses could fucking violate and manipulate audiences. Because I made the Crumble video first, and then your ugly asses then made a Crumble video. And so you got interested in Crumble, and then the fuckfaces who are this company is closing, by the way. And then you all just were like, oh well, I got money, she didn't, so. Think about what I just said. I got money, but she didn't, and she was the one that started it all. And that's the way the humans have turned into what humans have become. And that's what you're up to, Gary Vee. That's literally what you're up to. And that's what Mona Van is up to. Why the hell do you think her